The music itself was so bizarre that you had no idea what they were expecting. Really cared. Hi, gang. This is Pamela Parrish, your proprietor of the Teddy Ruxpin fan page on YouTube. I want to welcome you all to this little small corner for the Worlds of Wonder toy, not just for Teddy Ruxpin, but for the Snoopy character and maybe clip from the cartoon show. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure out how to use this thing they call Bandicam to copy clips from my computer without having to use my Amersoft Ripper, because my Amersoft is not licensed for use without the watermark on it. Maybe someday I'll get some clips up, but I do have a better copy of Come Dream With Me Tonight on DVD recordable. It came in this slip, and I hope to put up some high quality clips of that. Maybe I'll do it through my Bandicam and kind of tinker it together through my Movie Maker so we could have a good quality copy of this VHS tape that I got off of eBay about a month ago. I have loved Teddy Ruxpin since I was about 14. Yeah, I know I'm not the target age. For most people, Teddy Ruxpin is for kids. But Ken 4C designed a toy that was for the young and young at heart. So I'm part of the Young at Heart group. I have about 6 Worlds of Wonder, 1 Yes Teddy. Let's see, I have about 4 backpacks. I recently got a Snoopy, which I will show in a minute. And I just finally decided to get the Play School 8-track Teddy. I know I said I wasn't going to, but I found one on eBay for like $16, untested, and he looked real nice, so I picked him up. And he's going to have a home here probably by tomorrow. I'm hoping he works, but I'm not going to be rushing and finding batteries for him. But I have some of my teddies, which I'll put on camera later on. But my latest induction into my Worlds of Wonder family, and it'll probably be the last one I'll get in my Worlds of Wonder family, because as you can probably tell, I am running out of room in here. I gotta really get buckled down and clean my room and get things cleared out. Some stuff going to charity in terms of clothes, and Sesame Street stuff is probably going to go to charity. I'll talk about that on my vlog about Sesame Street. But I wanted to get on here tonight and really show you maybe 1 or 2 creams of the crop in my collection here. Let's see. Here's what I originally did the video for a few minutes ago. And as you can see, my Snoopy is very, very big. He's very, very clean and very, very soft. And I love him. He's just so cute. You know, people say that this is the least popular of the Worlds of Wonder line, but I think he's absolutely exquisite. Whoever had him before took good care of him. I have the box for him, but I have to tape the box back together so I could store some books and tapes in there. But he's clean. I don't know if they took the fur off of him to clean him, but he smells fantastic. And look, he's got a purple tape in there. And they were going to have a Charlie Brown to go with him. But as we all know, Worlds of Wonder folded in 1990. And I think Play School took over the rights. Then let's see, you had Yes, then Play School, then Backpack, and now Wicked Cool Toys has the rights to the Worlds of Wonder product, Teddy Ruxpin. And that's one thing I want to talk about. Worlds of Wonder had a very short run from probably 84 to 1990. Ken Forsee created a bear that was for the young and young at heart, and people just loved him. People would go to these toy stores to find one for themselves or for their kid, and they would be sold out. And you want to know how I found out about Teddy Ruxpin? One of my friends who has CP worse than me had one. I went to her birthday party. I think we were just in the middle of middle school. And one night I went to her birthday party, and her mother carried out Teddy, set it on her tray after putting a tape in him, and we heard a story, and that was when I begged my mom to get me one. So she relented, and my parents got it for me for Christmas in 1984. I was probably about 13, 13 or so at the time. And my brothers would cut on me. They said, now that you got your Teddy, be sure you don't talk to him. You know he isn't real. And I look at him like, you know what? Sometimes it's nice to be read to. Teddy has really helped a lot of people through a lot of tough times. And I'll tell you about some of them right here. This is where fans of Teddy could come together, talk about their experiences with the lovable Iliop and other friends that have come down the pipeline. I have a Mickey Mouse here in my room. Not sure if he works because he's been sitting in the corner of my room for a couple of years, especially since my mom died. I have some of his tapes around here, but I have to find them. But when I first got the Mickey one, my mom just thought, man, he's huge. And I said, I just hope he works. So she went and got some batteries out from the kitchen somewhere. We put the batteries in, and lo and behold, he works. And my mom had to massage his eyes, but she got him to work. And she thought that was the coolest thing. And for many years, I didn't have a Teddy because the ones my mom got would break down after a week of use. And my mom said, I know you love this Teddy, but I need to take him back and get the money back. And she went into Toys R Us over by Eastland when they were still in business. She said, I'm here to return this bear. I'm highly disappointed. My daughter really loves him, but I can't keep doing these returns. And the guy told her, he says, look over here. And she was shown a big pile of those teddies on the floor. And he says, we had more returns than we have actual sales of the Iliop. So that was a big disappointment. I had a ton of tapes, and I just couldn't get enough of them. But then, you know how life gets. You move forward, and you go through middle school, high school, and then you start your early years and try and get your first job, but nothing really pans out. Then around, I think it was 2006, Teddy reemerged from dormancy for a very, very, very short time through Backpack Toys. When I heard that he was going to be released, I put myself on the waiting list for Teddy. And the sad thing is, they had so many problems getting the Teddy out to the masses that those that had pre-orders, some had to cancel for various reasons. And I wound up having to cancel because I didn't think it was going to happen. And then when I heard that they were having the Bears marked down for 50%, I got one. And that was about 2008, about 2 years after the initial release of Teddy. And I think this was because Backpack Toys had folded. And my dad says, well, that was a waste, wasn't it? And I said, in a way, yeah, because I was looking forward to the Sirius 2 tapes. And he says, yeah, that little Teddy's nice, isn't he? And I said, yep, he's about the right size for loving hands and be able to take him anywhere. And little did I know back in 2008 what an asset Teddy Ruxpin would be for me, because my dad was facing the last of his battles with his illnesses, and he died in 2009. And on the day he died, I thought that I would take the Teddy up to cheer him up because he was in a cold hospital room, and we didn't know whether or not he was going to come out of the hospital and come home to be with his family. But then the doctors and nurses said, it doesn't look good for your dad. There's a good chance that he'll pass away. So I went into the comfort room and cried my eyes out. And when I got done doing that, I decided to call the bus and have them take me somewhere else rather than go home, because I wasn't going to sit there and watch my father die. I think my father would have understood. And I went back, and after I got another ride, my mom says, are you sure? And I said, yeah, I don't think I can hang around here, Mom. I really don't. So I hugged my mama goodbye and his sister, and I took off for the lobby. And my brother's wife that he's married to now, my twin brother's wife, come down and gave me the biggest hug, and I held her until the bus came. And she goes, if you need anything, you call me. And I said, I don't want to go home. So I took Teddy and went to the Eagles Club that I used to belong to, and I went and sat out on their patio and just kind of indulged myself in his stories. I didn't care if it made me look stupid. I didn't care if it made me feel weird. Just needed some comfort, and I was waiting for some friends to come, and I was there by myself. I didn't have anybody else to chat with, and I didn't want to chat with anybody else. So for weeks, I stayed connected with Teddy, and I took him everywhere that I possibly could. And my mom was like, are you sure you want to take him with you? And I'm like, yes, give him to me. She'd go in the house and pull him out. And she's like, well, you be careful with him. And I said, I will, Mom. I always am. I always take a couple extra sets of batteries just in case. But Teddy can get you through a lot. So over the last year or so, I've been trying to get as many different versions of Teddy as I can to preserve them and give him a home. And hopefully the play school one will work, but I don't know, because he's supposed to be here, I think, by tomorrow. I checked the tracking on it, but you're going to be seeing a lot of videos on this channel, but I just need to figure out how to do Come Dream With Me Tonight through Bandicam, because it only records in 10-minute increments. So one way or the other, I'm going to make it work. I will make it work. So you can trust me on that. I think I'll cut off the High Tops video label on it and just give you the straight up program, because I got the tape I got the tape over here somewhere that I bought off of eBay for like 10 or 15 bucks about a month ago. And I have it on my computer, and I put a clip up on my video vlog channel, but since my other channel was more for the adult set, I'm not going to share that here, but I will put a dedication on the one clip that I do have and edit it down, or I'll edit my picture of my mom and my dad on the video in the future and post it here. But I'm going to try and get Come Dream With Me Tonight in better quality up on this channel. So keep your eyes and ears open for that. I'm going to share different versions of Teddy. I have a play school Teddy coming to me, and I have the Yes Teddy coming to me. And I may do all the stories that's currently on my Wicked Cool Toys Teddy, but in my view on the Wicked Cool Toys Teddy, I think it's crashing and burning because Wicked Cool Toys is not putting out new stories as of this video. I don't know what the heck is going on with that, but we'll figure, hopefully they'll find something out. I mean, if they're willing to put out little tiny bears with sound clips and little tiny bears and a funky looking grubby, surely they could put out more stories, but I think a lot of people have given them crap over the airship not having Come and Discover on the first initial story. Plus, the dinging of the bells have been sloppily edited out, that let you know when to turn the page. Because in the original airship story, he says, "Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin. Can you and I be friends? I enjoy talking to people. And we're going to have a lot of good times together." And he says, "Open the book to page 1. And look, there's a picture of Grubby. He's been a good friend of mine for a long time." But all that had been edited off. And he says, "There's Grubby. He's been a good friend of mine for a long time." They may have preserved the pages for the Kindle use or tablet use, but in order to preserve the toy, you should put the whole story out as it was originally. And those that want to use the books can use the books. Those that want to view the books through the tablet can view them through the tablet. Another desecration to the Teddy franchise through Wicked Cool Toys' eyes is the story of the missing princess. Because you have the initial story of the missing princess, and then he has a very serious message on the end of the original tape. But in the Wicked Cool Toys edition, there is none of that. And a lot of Teddy's personality has been cut down. I'm hoping someday we'll see a true rebirth of Teddy Ruxpin, but right now I don't know. But we're not going to worry about that on this channel. I'm going to do my level best. I'm going to follow Iliop Octopede, Teddy Ruxpin and friends, and any other fan in the videoing community that loves Teddy Ruxpin. I'm going to do what I can to put what I have up here for your enjoyment and maybe help in the preservation and maybe the rebirth of the true and original Teddy Ruxpin. A lot of fans are saying, we would love to see a toy company come out with the same type of bear that we had back in the 80s. I'll show you this one. But he doesn't have his vest on him right now because it's down being cleaned. I'd like to see a toy company come out with this type of bear. But for those that need new parts or new cassettes, should be able to get those through this new particular toy company. But this channel is a setup to give fans the chance to relive some of these stories. And I'm going to post them with my Teddy. And I have a few stories from friends that had the common sense and the know-how to put some of the audios up on YouTube. So I think what I'm going to do is do like book versions of some of these tapes, and then I'll do bear versions of some of those tapes. But we'll see how that goes. But for now, keep an eye out. Probably sometime within late November, sometime in early December, I hope to post some new stories up. I might do some of my Wicked Cool Toys stories, but I have to get fresh batteries for them and give them a run through, and we'll go from there. Because I'm trying to learn how to use a Kindle to film my teddies, and it takes a lot of time and effort because they don't make stands where you could place the thing in the holder and be able to shoot without moving it around and trying to hold it up like this. And it's just a tough thing to do. But I might have to clear off a chair, or I'll sit in the seat and put the camera on Teddy. Maybe I'll do it that way. But keep an eye out for some new videos. This video has dragged on longer than intended, but I should have called this the Teddy Ruxpin Preservation Society, because Teddy Ruxpin is the first animatronic talking toy. I have a Snoopy, I have a Mickey, and I have 6 Worlds of Wonders, 4 backpacks, 1 Yes, and soon 1 Play School. And I even have a TJ Berry Tales from another company. And that one was built by Play School as well. A lot of people don't like TJ, but anything that's an animated talking toy, I'm on it. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I want to be able to use Teddy's message of friendship and love to create a strong bond for people. We need that. In today's dark climate, we need a good ambassador like Teddy Ruxpin, Mickey Mouse, or Snoopy to bring the message of love, light, and maybe a little bit of hope in that we can find good, honest, decent human compassion. We need it. Trust me, we do. And to the youngsters out there that want one of these, go for it. Go for whatever doll you want, whether it's a Teddy Ruxpin, whether it's a Snoopy, a Hector, whatever was put out by Worlds of Wonder. If there's something you want, you go for it. But I want to say good night. Let's call it a day, and maybe Teddy will be wherever you are. And for goodness sake, ladies and gentlemen, get out there and show some love and compassion. That is Teddy's message. Have a good night, everybody. Stay warm and enjoy the rest of this year and beyond. Good night.